Hey guys, what's going on? It's TNT Kid here, and today I am bringing you the Too Much TNT mod. Okay, so we're just gonna show you today. We're gonna show you all the different types of TNT, and maybe if it doesn't take too long, then we might get around to blowing some of them up. Some of them I can't actually blow up, like this one here and this one here and that one there. A few of the other ones, like that one there. I just can't blow them up simply because they're too big and they make my computer crash. I did a few before. So, so today I'm going to show you all this. So let's get straight into it. I'm going to show you all the crafting recipes for all the TNTs. But first off, the mod creator has added in 2 new materials into the game. One is nuclear waste, which is left behind when you set off the nuclear bomb, or is it either a nuclear bomb or chemical bomb, and it leaves behind that, and it looks like snow on the ground. So it looks like snow on the ground, and when a player walks across it, if I was in survival, then it would hurt me, but I'm not. And sulfur ore, it is as common as gold, and it comes in deposits as large as iron on that. And when you mine it, it'll drop, I think the forum said 5 gunpowder, I believe, is what it said. So, yeah, we'll just jump straight into these crafting recipes now. So this is the crafting recipe for normal TNT, you should all know that. And then you start getting into way more complex ones. Then you get this one, you get TNT times 5, and you just put in 4 regular TNT in just a box of your crafting table. So for this, my crafting table will be like that. And then you get this one here, and it does 5 times the amount of damage as the normal TNT. And then you start getting bigger, and you use 4 of those in the same crafting recipe as this one over here, and you get the TNT times 20. And then you move up and do TNT times 100, which is the same again, with 4 of the TNT times 20 of those. And this is a big one, TNT times 500. 500 worth of this thing blowing up. So that times 500, you know, your little average hole in the ground, times that by 500, and then you get what this is. So and that's just 4 TNT times 100. That is humongous. That's one of the ones that makes my computer crash. Then you get the media TNT, and you use 7 obsidian, 1 lava bucket, and 1 TNT times 500. This actually has a pretty cool effect when you set it off. Like, say if I were to set it off from up here, from there, then a meteorite comes down from the sky and then just blows a hole, and its main focus point is there, and it would pretty much obliterate this entire thing. And it flows around. It throws obsidian everywhere, and it lights some of the area on fire. And then you have the flat bomb, and that uses 1 TNT times 20 and an obsidian underneath it, and you get the flat bomb, and that's basically used to just flatten out an area like this. Because this was actually under the ocean before, but I used some of these TNTs, and I used the flat bomb to get this area flat up here, and then I used the vaporize, which is over there. And this is the mining flat bomb, and when you set it off, if you're on a cave or something, and you set that off, it'll make a room inside the cave, and it'll put torches around so that you can just see where you're going and everything when you're mining. This one is the compact TNT. It's basically just TNT times 5 with a whole heap of regular TNTs around it. And that it does a reasonably decent sized hole. I can't remember if that's no, never mind. Leg spike. Okay, my computer's nuts there. Next TNT we have is the drilling TNT. Digging TNT, sorry. And that is 2 TNT times 5 and a water bucket. That one is actually really, really cool. Then we have the, we have the drilling TNT, and that's a digging TNT with a TNT times 100 underneath it. Then we have the ghost TNT. And at first, when I first set this thing off, I didn't think it had done anything, to be perfectly honest. But I read on the forums some more, and to craft it, use a bucket of milk and TNT times 20. And that's actually a really cool bomb because it like goes invisible and then it turns into this like white particles, and then it goes straight down to the underground, and then goes underground for a while, and then it explodes underground. And then you have the multiply TNT. I don't actually know what this does. I couldn't actually figure it out before, but it uses 4 golden ingots, 4 bone meal, and 1 TNT times 5. And then you have the cubic TNT, and that has 8 cobblestone and 1 TNT times 5. Basically what that does is it leaves a just a square hole in the ground that's too deep, and I think it's 6 by 6. Oh. And the next we have is the erupting TNT, and that uses a fire charge and a compact TNT on top of each other, and the compact one is the one we saw over there, and it just basically uses that with a fire charge, and that is awesome. And the next one we have is the chemical TNT, and you use 1 TNT times 100, 1 redstone, 1 gunpowder, and 1 bucket of water, and that, I guess, makes a chemical reaction. The next one is this. It is actually the custom TNT. There's no real crafting recipe for it, so I guess you could probably get rid of that chest. And that just basically does anything you want. Oh, it cycles through all these TNT, and then eventually picks one and just goes boom. So it could do anything. Any of the range that any of these bombs could do. And then you have the Easter egg. There's actually no crafting recipe for either of these on the forums, and I couldn't figure out what this one did when I set it off, but I could figure out what this one did when I set it off. Hang on, we'll just go over here and set it off, eh? Hopefully it won't be too big. What do you do? Oh, that's fancy. Whoa. Okay. Oh, no. Bad. Okay, good. No root affected there. Well, that's pretty cool. It, puts pumpkins and watermelons everywhere. Okay. I didn't know that. That's a bit of a weird TNT then. There's no crafting recipe on the forums for either of these two, so I guess you just kind of gotta... It did say something about the custom TNT, like in the programming or something. You can set it to whatever you want, or something like that. Anyway, next we have the house TNT, and this is the normal house. It'll just basically blow up an average cobblestone house for you with a 1 crafting table, and uses 6 cobblestone, 2 glass, and 1 TNT times 5. And I swear I think there might be supposed to be a crafting table in that bottom slot there, but I'm not sure. I'll have to go back and check later. And with this one, this is the wood house TNT, and that uses 2 golden ingots, 1 TNT times 5, and 6 oak wood planks. Then you have the brick house TNT. That uses 6 bricks, 2 diamonds, and 1 TNT times 5. This is actually the best out of the 3 different types of houses that you can get with it. But uses the most valuable resources. So you can either have just a crafting bench, or a furnace, a bed, and a large chest, I believe the brick comes with. Anyway, we've got the ocean TNT next, and that is 4 water buckets and a TNT times 100. And basically what that does is it just makes a massive hole in the ground and fills it straight up with water. And next we have the Hellfire TNT, and there were 2 different ways to make this, and I haven't actually set off both of them. I don't know what the difference between the 2 recipes is. I just think it's just tilted. Anyway, when you set this one off, it'll spawn, I think, 5 gas, and it'll make lava and netherrack burning go all around the explosion area. And this one is the vaporized TNT, and it uses 1 TNT times 20 and 4 empty buckets. And what that does is, I actually use that to clear out this area, and it will just zap any water and get rid of the water. But a lot of the time the water just flows back. Next one we have is the Ender Bomb. This one is actually pretty cool. It uses 1 TNT and 1 Ender Pearl, and it doesn't actually do any damage to the surrounding area from what I can recall using it the other day. And so basically when it explodes, you'll basically just throw them back miles and miles and miles and miles, and you just have to walk all the way back basically. Next is the Fire TNT, and what this does is it doesn't make a crater at all. It just burns all the land around it, and it uses a flint and steel and a TNT times 5. I think it might make a small crater. And next is the Nuclear TNT. It uses 4 glowstone dust, 4 TNT times 20, and a block of gold. And that is the one that drops the nuclear waste. Okay, so now we'll set off a few of these. Or at least try to. Okay, so you guys already know what the normal TNT does, so don't really need to show you that. No. Show you it anyway. So yeah, that's that one. And boom, it goes. Just a big creating that video. Okay, so that's just normal TNT times 1. And we'll fly over to my area. Actually, I'll just cut this bit out. Flying over to my mainland. And I'll be back.